Hey guys, welcome to another night in the shop. I'm Fred. So this is just a few updates and a few purchases for my power drawbar. I got some push button pneumatic valves here. I got two of those. I went on the internet. I was looking for these particular type of collets, and I couldn't find them. These are 2-inch. I don't know what size they were. I went to one of the machine suppliers today, AccuSize Industrial. I took one with me, and I went from 16 to 32 to 40, and nothing came close. And all these collets here are kind of chewed up. I was looking closely under some light, and you can see that they really push these collets. I bought this separate because it was an ISO 40. I thought, oh, okay, cool, I'll buy it. And when I looked inside, I tried to fit a end mill in there, and for the life of me, I couldn't get the damn thing in there. And it was this one's 3/8. Put a 3/8 end mill. The friggin' thing just would not go in there. And so I checked the chuck itself, and it was clean. Made sure there was no debris or anything in there. And then I just kind of thought, oh, let me get a light and look in there, and it's kind of chowdered up on the edges here. So today I had to go get a new chuck, ISO 40 with an ER40 type collet. I'll give you a shot of those. And I bought a chuck that was slightly bit longer than the original one. The other one's kind of a stubby, so I went with a little bit longer one. Anyways, I'll give you a few shots of that. Hang in there. Okay guys, so there's a collet that I bought. It was just a set. Paid $150 for it. It was used, well used, let me tell you. So this, I have no idea what the number is on this particular collet. This is a 3/8, but there's a ER40, and there's a, I have no idea what that is. So I've gone with these ER40 collets, and went out and got a new collet holder. This is an ISO 40. It's not a, they have ones called CAT 40s, and then a PT40, and they're all different. This is an ISO 40, so yeah, so that's the holder I went with. And those are the collets that go with this holder. So I had to go with a brand new holder, well made. I put an indicator on just for shits and giggles to see if there's any red out. Very minute, so I was pretty happy with it. The old one actually had more run out because it was pretty chowdered up, and you can see on the edges here where this thing got beat up, and on the inside it's got a little beat up around the edges there. And you can see on the inside it's kind of chowdered up where it looks like the tool spun in there, so it looks like they really give her hell when they were doing some deep milling. Anyway, so we're going to put these ones aside, and we're going to use the new set. Yeah, these are pricey. I won't even mention what I paid for this, but they are pricey. But I got a set up to 1 inch. Where the set I got was mixed up bits and pieces, so I'm pretty happy with my purchase today. So yeah, so we got a new collet holder and a set of collets. Okay, now getting to the project at hand, the drawbar. So I was looking at it the other day. I kind of mounted it on the mill, just kind of sitting there, and I found that it was just way too high. So I started messing around with, you know, I don't use AutoCAD. I use notepad, paper and pencil. So I came up with a better idea to relocate the actuator, or the ram, the air ram, underneath, and then where it was going to be mounted, I've drilled a hole. I'm going to put a 8mm by 1.25 thread in there, make a little adapter, because I have these little air hoses and I need to go exactly 7/8 of an inch, and I'll give you some close-ups. Alright, hang in there. Okay guys, so what I've done is the motor used to sit underneath this plate, push down. This is a spring return actuator. So what I've done now is actually milled out half the size of this plate, mounted it inside the plate, drilled it. So I'm going to make a little adapter because I have 7/8 play between the bottom of the plate and these composite fittings here. And I'll give you a shot of those. So the top part is plastic, and I can just see when I return back to normal, which should be in the full up position, these things are going to get chowdered up or get mashed up. So I've got to make a little spacer that goes between here and the thread on the actuator. So when it comes up, it bottoms out on the spacer and not the plastic fittings, because I know these composite fittings are get really busted up really fast, and once this thing comes up really quickly. I'm not going to put any return springs on here. I'm just leaving them as is because this has a spring return in it, and I think it's sufficient enough to bring it up and down. So that's what we're going to do. So I got to make a little spacer and make it so when this is at full rest, it's exactly at 7/8 of an inch. So that gives me about 1/8 of an inch below those fittings, which is plenty of room. So it'll bottom out and stop the bottom plate from mashing up the plastic fittings. So yeah, so and also I got some of these push button pneumatic switches. Inexpensive. And they'll be my in-out switches for the power drawbar. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Is I just finished milling this out here, getting that in, and finishing off the bottom. I'm going to have to put some clips on the plastic Delron because I had to take them out and put them back in, and when I took them out, they got chafed up a little bit, so now they're one side is a little bit loose, that side there. So I'm going to put some C-clips on there to hold them in place. So yeah, that's it for tonight, guys. So yeah, with the new Call It and Call It Chuck and Call It, it should make things a little bit easier on getting the mill bits in there, because I have to get the milling bit in there, and then I have to try to mash it out a little bit with a piece of brass, because these collets are so chowdered up. Anyways, so that's it for tonight, guys. Just a short update on what's been going on in the shop, and yeah, so that's it. Okay guys, I'd like to say thanks to all of my subscribers, thanks to all my new subscribers. Yeah, this was a short video. The power drawbar is coming together pretty nicely. I just had to refigure out, because it was so tall, to make it a little bit shorter and more compact. So like I said, I've opted to change the position of the actuator, and it seemed to work out pretty good. I didn't want to machine a new plate, but we'll give it a shot and see how she works. Alright guys, you have a great night. Bye for now.